And a very good morning to you. It is Thursday morning, the 14th of April, the year 2022. And this is your friend Angus Buchan with a thought for the day. If we go to the Old Testament, to the book of Isaiah, chapter 53, and I'm reading verse 3. He is despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we did not esteem him. And then we go straight to the New Testament, to the Gospel of John, chapter 1, and I'm reading from verse 10. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. As we go into this Easter time, the most important date on the Christian calendar, we remember that Jesus did not sit on his throne in heaven and dictate operations on earth. Oh no, oh no. He got his hands dirty. He came down to earth from heaven and he got involved. He really does know how we are feeling today. You see, Jesus has been despised. He has been rejected. He is acquainted with our grief. He was even betrayed. And that's why we can take our problems to him, because he really does understand. Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28, he says, "Come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." You know, you always know when someone understands what you've been through, because that person has probably been there before. He's not a person that speaks a lot. He doesn't give a lot of advice. No, he is quick to weep with you, to comfort you, to sit sometimes in the gutter with you and put his arms around you and comfort you. He doesn't tell you to pull yourself together, read some scripture verses and get going. No, Jesus is exactly the same. Jesus identifies with you and I because he has been there before. I remember a story of a man who had come from the Eastern Bloc, from a communist country where he had been persecuted, he had been put in chains. And this man was standing on the platform. There was a huge crowd there, but they were becoming restless. They weren't really identifying with what he was trying to tell them. He was trying to tell them how their brothers and sisters in the communist countries were suffering. Eventually, in frustration, he stopped speaking. He started to undo his shirt. The people looked at each other and they must have said, "What is he trying to do?" He undid his shirt and he took his shirt off in the middle of the meeting, and then he turned around and they saw his back. His back looked like a plowed field. It was full of scars where he had been beaten and thrashed by the communists. And then the people went quiet and they understood that this man knew what he was talking about. Jesus knows exactly what you and I are going through. So today, take your problems, take your fears, take your pain to him, for he knows. Jesus bless you and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.